Did you know? In 2020, a video went viral about a student who had to climb a tree to get internet to take an online exam. The video uploaded on the YouTube platform has received over 400,000 views. Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Muhammad AMINNUDIN and these are my group mates, Muhammad LUQMAN HAKIM, ZULFAQAR ALZAHARI and IQBAL. In this video, we are going to explain the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. Since the COVID-19 pandemic started, people's habit and ways of living has changed significantly in Malaysia and worldwide. So, the community started to adjust the new rules that needed to be followed to stop the COVID-19 epidemic from spreading. The education field is no different. Starting in March 2020, Malaysia are starting to teach and learn online instead of face-to-face in classroom or lecture halls. This includes teachers in preschools and universities. Students don't want to fall behind in their learning, so new online teaching and learning standards are being added to different platforms. Since the Movement Control Order (MCO) was implemented, face-to-face learning has been replaced by the teaching and learning at home, which is PDPR method. Teachers have used a variety of ways to keep the learning and teaching process going so that students don't forget what they know. The question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages about learning online? One of the advantages of online learning is the student and the teachers can improve their technology skills. This is because teachers and students need to use computers, tablets, or mobile phones and internet access to conduct online learning. Teachers need to learn how to organize classes using video calling applications that are best and easy for students to participate in. From the student's point of view, they need to be aware and ready to participate in every class that teachers from the different subjects have prepared. The teacher's schoolwork or training is different compared to face-to-face learning. Therefore, teachers and students must be skilled in operating electronic devices so that both parties can carry out their respective and responsibilities. For example, to produce interesting videos, teachers need to think outside the box and try various applications such as Video Maker in order to produce good lessons and achieve the learning objective. In fact, students also need to find a way so that the knowledge presented by the teacher can be well received. In essence, online learning really makes teachers and students proficient in the field of information and communication technology.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad LUQMAN HAKIM bin Muhammad RODZI. My matrix number is 0211103005. Okay, now I will continue about my friend talk before the video. Alright, the part will I take is the advantage of online learning. I will show or I will present for you all the advantage of online learning. I will take 2 points of that. Firstly is about the teaching and learning process is more interesting and interactive, and that second point is a conducive and flexible learning environment. Okay, we'll go to first point. Okay, the first point is about the teaching and learning process is more interesting and interactive. The advantage of teaching and learning at home, or we call is PDPR, is that it can make the teaching and learning process more interesting and interactive. This because online learning allows teachers to use various interesting applications such as Google Classroom, Kahoot, and IQBAL. As an analogy, the use of the Google Classroom site allows the teacher to use a variety of colorful applications that have song and more interactive to complete exercise and quizzes. The use of various applications allows students to learn while playing. More interesting, learning will definitely make the teaching and learning process more effective, and then allow the knowledge to be absorbed by the student. Is it clear that online learning indeed make the teaching and learning process more interesting? Okay, we will move the second point is a conducive and flexible learning environment. In addition, one of the advantages of online learning is that it can create a conducive learning environment for the teacher and students. If at school, students must come to school in school uniform, but the implementation of online learning allows students to wear a clothes according to their comfort. In fact, the online learning schedule is also more flexible. Not only that, if the student is unable to attend the class session at the designated time, the student can still attend the teaching session through the teaching recording made by the teacher. Clearly, online teaching can indeed create a conducive learning environment. Alright, that is all about the advantage of online learning. Alright, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is AHMAD ZULFAQAR bin ALZAHARI, and I am the student of Bachelor of Hadith, and I am at currently my third semester. And my metric number is 0211133041. The other advantages of online learning is reduce the cost. The sedentary learning session is having less money to burn, as the students are likely staying put in their residences. Unlike attending the class physically, breakfast and lunch are on their households, as their mother cook for them. They don't need to go the extra mile for the foods and the drinks. Pocket money is out of the requirement for the students. Generally, we all know that the pocket money is a must for the students, as elementary students, primary, secondary, and even university, for them to be in a certain amount of time in the school or university. Matter of fact, this is a tradition that has been practiced throughout the century, as parents give their children pocket money. If we put this in account, the parent won't be bothered by this traditional practice, as their children is learning via online. There is no doubt that parents need to provide devices such as computers, laptops, smartphones, and to make sure the internet is usable for children to be in the online learning. I am aware that it can be burnt a cost for the household, but if we think about this thorough, we can say it is profitable paying monthly for internet than paying daily for the pocket money. Like a wise man once said, a penny saved is a penny earned. Plus, it can help to ease the burden for the long term, especially if parents lose their jobs or have their wages cut due to COVID-19. On the other hand, this virtual education greatly eases the financial burden for the university students, because they don't have to pay accommodation fees and transportation costs to go to the class. To put this in short, virtual education can save cost for both parents and students. The next point that comes in the line is online education is a platform for distance education. In 21st century, online learning is a modest method and slowly being accepted among the institutions and schools. Advanced technology that we are having right now makes the learning method slowly changes its own pattern. As we are entering a new era, being physically present in a class isn't the only learning option anymore. To put this in a matter, is that students and teachers or lecturers can still participate in class by online as long as they have the Wi-Fi connection. Online platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, etc. become gateway to connect people by virtual reality. Thus, online learning is a firm favorite among students. According to the Babson Survey Research Group, over 30% of higher education students in the United States are taking at least one distance course. This indicates that students tend to learn via online. This for me is a good news as it marks the revolution of learning itself. Plus, it can be ensured that students are educated without being left behind as they can learn wherever and whenever they want. As for the government, they need to develop a Wi-Fi infrastructure in the country at the best level so that the internet is usable even in the countryside.
Requires fast internet access. This way of learning online isn't perfect in many ways, especially when it comes to getting online. This is because online learning requires a fast internet connection. If students don't have good internet access, they won't be able to learn and teach as well, which will make them lose focus. Most public and private higher education institutions in Malaysia have set up computer networks and internet access for their students to create an e-learning environment. But technology-based learning isn't easy as people thought it will be. As you already know, online learning requires fast internet connection so that you can start learning at home. If students don't have good internet access, learning and teaching at home won't go as smoothly. This will cause students to lose focus, making learning and teaching useless and of poor quality. All school students and almost all IPT students have had to study and teach at home because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Because of their different backgrounds, students have different ways to get on the internet. Some students live in rural areas, which is why this is said to be the case. They have trouble getting good internet access, which make it hard for them to learn and teach well. This makes it clear that one of the problems with online teaching and learning is that you need a fast internet connection to make sure everything goes smoothly. Okay, for the conclusion, there is no doubt that this online teaching and learning system has benefits that make teaching and learning go more smoothly. This is because it saves times and make it easier to get information to people. But there are also problems with the system. Last but not least, the system need to be used in the national education system as well, so that the country don't fall behind the rest of the world in terms of education system modernization. But it must have the best equipment possible to make sure that the process of teaching and learning goes on smoothly. That's all from my group. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.